If you've spent your whole life, or even just way too much time putting other people on the pedestal of your reality, hoping that they'll choose you, see you, value you, finally treat you the way that you imagined you should be treated, I'm going to show you in this video how that is fundamentally flawed and how it could never actually work. And of course, just how to fix it, because your reality is yours. You have to be the number one priority, and you have to know deeply that you're at the center of it all. You have to be the one on the pedestal, period. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what it means to put yourself on the pedestal, the difference between this self-concept and egotistical ideas, and how shifting this one energetic posture instantly shifts and upgrades every area of your life. If you're new here, hello, I am your Muse Traci. On this channel, I teach manifestation the Neville Goddard way, helping you to peel back the false layers of programming so that you remember your true power and wake up each morning in the peace and the knowing that you are the creator of your reality. So, from the time we were kids, we were conditioned to earn love, earn approval, and earn validation. It was sort of a parenting tactic. Innocently enough, really. I'm not blaming anyone by saying this, but it is a common technique and tactic. And, again, innocently enough, but the effects of such a technique are very clear. We learn to perform. We learn to be good. We learn to be nice and to be sweet and all of these things so that we can be chosen and that we can be loved and accepted. And that same programming plays out in our adult lives and our adult relationships, our careers, and pretty much all of our manifestations. You think, if they choose me, I'll finally feel enough, like you did in childhood. If this opportunity comes through, I'll finally be safe, like you were in childhood. If my SP finally treats me right, I'll finally feel loved. But here's the hard truth. Life can't mirror back to you what you haven't yet claimed to be true for yourself. Take a moment and sit with this and, rewind the video, rewatch it a couple of times if you need to, because integrating this is transformational in and of itself. And if you need help with this piece, this is exactly what I help my one-on-one clients to do in my coaching program. Let me say it again, just to recap. Life can't mirror back to you what you haven't yet claimed to be true within yourself. So, in Neville's words, change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. This is one of my favorite quotes, and you probably hear it in a lot of my videos, and I always emphasize the word automatically because Neville didn't teach endless affirmations and, techniques to manifest your life. So please don't forget this. Okay, back to the topic. Putting others first isn't noble when it's rooted in lack. It's actually an attempt to control disguised as kindness. So really, when we're overgiving, we are attempting to control the situation because we feel as if we're in lack. We feel as if we are not in control. We feel as if we are not on the pedestal. But here's what's really happening energetically. Whatever or whoever you put above you in your mind, you also placed at the helm of control. You've made them the source. The source of love, the source of validation, of opportunity. And the moment you do that, you give your power away. And if you're giving your power away, you no longer have your power. You're done. Now you have to just sit and wait and react, right? When you give your power away, you don't have the power. You just have to take it and react to whatever is coming at you. If you see yourself as less than and at the mercy of what this person or circumstance decides, then so it is. You are less than and you have no power. If you see yourself as the operant power, everything must then rearrange itself according to your decisions about it. If you already know that you are the source of love, validation, and opportunity in your reality, and you're not waiting on someone or something else to give that to you, that is exactly what your reality will start to reflect back to you. So now let's clear up some confusion around, this feeling egotistical or feeling selfish or feeling like, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be the center of your own reality. Yes, you should. Putting yourself on the pedestal isn't about your ego or anything about thinking I'm better than you or I'm better than anyone else. It's simply about knowing that you are the source, that everything is emitted from you. The world is yourself pushed out, as Neville would say. It has absolutely nothing to do with better than. And when you realize and remember the truth about yourself, you'll also simultaneously remember the truth about everyone else too, which is the same truth. And you'll inherently know we are all equals, having different experiences and wearing different masks. But underneath all of the masks and the human condition, we are all exactly the same. So your true self-concept says, I am equal to all and nothing is above me. Ego does the human comparison thing. But your self-concept, again, just remembers this truth that we are all the same underneath the appearances. And when you put yourself on the pedestal of your reality, you're not inflating yourself, you're aligning with your truth. This is your reality. So how or why should anyone else be on the pedestal of your reality? It's a misunderstanding. It's a misidentification, simply put. So you're recognizing that everyone and everything is simply a reflection of your consciousness. How can a reflection be more important than the source of the reflection? It can't be. Again, that's a misunderstanding. It's a misidentification. When we prioritize the reflection, we've just kind of got things out of order. We have forgotten that that reflection is only there because we are the source of it, right? So you stop chasing, you stop begging, you stop trying to earn love or success, and you simply decide. It's a simple decision to realize that you are loved, you are chosen, you are enough, and you become the energetic match to those things through this decision. And reality meets you there because that's what it's always doing. So a little story from one of my clients. I coached this woman who was manifesting her specific person, and she did all the techniques, scripting, affirming, visualizing. She knew the techniques very, very well. And she would see results. Her SP would come in, but he would come in and then he would go back out. He would continue to pull away. So we dug deeper into what was happening, and we did find the core issue, and that issue was that she still saw him as the prize. She still saw herself as incomplete without him, and she saw herself as, trying to get his love, trying to get his attention and his commitment. And that is not her being on the pedestal, is it? So every thought was still about him, his attention, his behavior, his reactions. And once she was able to see how this was all putting him on the pedestal, and once she decided that she was the one being chosen, loved, and adored, and how lucky he would be to have her, their dynamic completely changed. And, I want to emphasize here, yes, it completely changed. That was a reflection of how deeply she changed, right? So this wasn't just a one-time acknowledgement. No, she had to really do the work to integrate this, right? Your reflection will reflect your level of change, right? So if you're changing on a very surface level, you'll get those surface level reflections. For sure you will. But when you change on a deeper level, the reflection shows you that as well. So he began chasing her consistently, showing up for her consistently. But more importantly, she just no longer needed it. She wasn't looking for it. And of course, that's the paradox in all of this. When we're still needing it, we're still looking for it, that's a sign of a deeper thing going on within you. When you truly shift within, you don't need it out there. And again, that's the paradox. That's the point that some people don't, they get a little turned away from, because they think what I'm saying is that, stop needing it out there. You have to just completely not need it or want it. I'm not saying that. You get to have your stuff. Trust me, this is coming from someone who, I say this all the time on my channel, that I just wanted my stuff. So I get that. I'm not telling you that you have to just be okay without it. I'm telling you the way to get there. And it's through these real shifts, not surface level shifts. So she was firmly rooted in and grounded into the knowing that she is the center of her reality, and her choices and her decisions are always honored. And so they were. So let's talk about some steps, 3 steps about how to put yourself on the pedestal. Practically speaking, what does this look like? So step 1 is awareness. We have to understand, we have to catch ourselves when we're not putting ourselves on the pedestal, right? So much of this work that I teach is not about adding things in. It's about the awareness of what you're already doing. You're already creating your life. So we have to become, not just add things in on top of all of that and just go, completely unaware. That's not it. We have to start with being aware of what we are already doing. So if you're already putting other people on the pedestal, we have to start to become aware of that. And you have to get good at identifying when and how you're doing that. Notice where you're outsourcing your worth. Notice where you're outsourcing your love, your validation. If you're waiting for someone's response to feel validated, right? We have to start to become aware of this. We can't just add things in and be totally unaware of these things. So when you have this awareness, that's your cue to come back to yourself and putting yourself on the pedestal and knowing that you yourself are the source of these things: love, validation, worth, right? All these things that I've been talking about. Step 2 is re-identify. Shift the narrative. Instead of, I hope they see my value and I'm still looking for someone out there to tell me that I'm valuable, you want to shift that to, I am value. I am the value. I am the prize. I am the gift. Whatever you want to say. Use your own words, whatever resonates for you. And this isn't about being delusional. It's, again, simply a decision that you have all the power to make. You get to decide this. It is your reality after all. So why do you need someone else to tell you that you're the prize? You get to just decide that you are. It's not delusion, it's creation. You get to create your reality. Step number 3, embody, live from this new state. So ask yourself, if I were already on the pedestal in my world, how would I walk differently, speak differently, move differently, respond differently? If I knew that everything that I wanted was simply a decision, and then you live from that embodiment today. You can start today. No waiting for evidence, because remember that your decision is enough. You don't need the evidence. So when you truly put yourself first energetically, there's this calm confidence. It's like a quiet magnetism. You start noticing that other people respond differently to you. And it's really because you've started to embody this wholeness. You embody the worth that you were looking to see through other people's eyes. You truly no longer need that external validation because you stopped abandoning yourself. And as Neville said, be faithful to your ideal and make no effort to change the external world. It is always by a change of consciousness that the external world is transformed. So if you're tired of putting others on the pedestal that is meant to be yours and only yours, if you've been waiting to be chosen, to be seen, to be validated, this video is your wake-up call, your permission slip to stop and to finally and truly put yourself first. Your reality will only ever treat you the way that you treat you. There's no faking and there's no fooling this. And if you're ready to finally shift this dynamic permanently, this is a permanent shift, by the way, because it's happening on a deep subconscious level. If you're ready, I invite you into my transformative 1-month coaching program. This is the same process that I've helped hundreds of clients stop chasing love, stop overgiving as a means to control, right? As we discussed earlier, and start embodying their worth so fully that reality had no choice but to rise and meet them, right? We have to do this on a real, authentic level because reality is going to reflect your level of conviction. This isn't surface level stuff that we're after in this program. So we'll rewire the false programming that says you need to be chosen outside and rebuild your self-concept from the ground up as you would like it to be. So you naturally attract the relationships, the success, the peace, everything that you could want from this new identity. So if you're interested, you'll find the link down below. There's also a link to book a call with me. I'm offering that for a short amount of time. So definitely, if you're serious, book that call. Let's get on a call. I'll tell you what you can expect in the program. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Leave me a comment down below, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.